Okay, today we're going to talk about using the GetFound IDX in WordPress. Uh, what's cool about the IDX is you're going to be using shortcode in your pages and posts. And you don't have to. Everything's done as a page or a post. What's cool about the way our system is set up is you can use the shortcode in your posts to do all kinds of different content. Okay, so latest listings in all your subdivisions, latest listings broken down just by the subdivision. You can do it for number of bedrooms in a number of bedrooms per home in a subdivision, bathrooms. You can do, you know, specific MLS listings, like one listing, dump it onto a page or to a post. Okay, there's a variety of things that we can do with the GetFound IDX that gives you a ton of control with doing pages and posts. I expect most of you will be doing your work in posts because the point of using a WordPress website, like what you guys got from us, is to be able to do blog posts, which keeps your site relevant in the search engines, keeps people coming back to your site, etc. I'm going to show you some tricks about how to use your blog posts for doing searches, for your clients and using them as a search that you can send your client, but also that it's a blog post on your website. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone, and you're bringing people to your website from the search engines, and you're bringing people to your site from an email you send them. And anybody tripping around on your website, moving around your website, is good for your site's overall rankings in the search engines itself. So I'm going to jump right in with doing a blog post with the IDX. So when you come in, you're going to open up a new blog post. So we add new. And from here, let's say we're going to do a blog post in Park Promenade in Chandler. So I'm going to do Park Promenade, latest property listings. Okay, that's going to be my blog post for today. One of the things that we've built into that you have access to now down here where it says ProFound MLS, there's an instruction sheet. So I typically, when I work inside WordPress, I open multiple windows up here so that I can bounce back and forth for efficiency's sake. So what I'll do is I'll just right-click, open up the instructions, and this is going to give you instructions on how to use the ProFound MLS plugin to do IDX work. So step one, basically it says choose whether you're going to do a page or a post, then open up a new one, and then you're going to want to copy this code that's right here. And that's the basis of any blog post you're going to do. So I'm going to come back up here and I'm going to drop it in my post right here. And what didn't copy over was a bracket, an opening bracket. So you got to have an open bracket there and a closed bracket there to make this thing work correctly. Okay. So right now, the thing simply it's simple to think about. It might look like a bunch of code, but it's actually relatively easy. I'm going to cover with you what every piece says so that you understand what it's doing, and you'll be able to work with it real smoothly and seamlessly after that. So list 131 can actually be changed to subdivision. So subdivision in, and we're doing the subdivision of Park Promenade. And then I always recommend that you cross-reference any subdivision with the city that it's in or with the zip code that it's in. So that, because you might have a subdivision that's like you might have Trilogy at Vistancia is in two parts of the valley. Power Ranch or Ocotillo, some of those have multiple. Ocotillo would show up in a bunch of different subdivision names. So you just have to be careful. So I almost always cross-reference at least zip code or city with the subdivision that I'm working with, okay? So subdivision in Park Promenade, list underscore 39 Chandler. I want to show 10 homes. So items per page is 10 homes. I want to show 10 homes. And right now we're going to leave in the map. So show map true, show paging true, and show sorting true. So all of those I'm going to show, and then as we work through this, I'll show you what they look like when we take them out. Now, this piece here is very important for us to modify, and this is what's cool about this is this lets you specify if you don't have results for a subdivision, you can actually do a backup query. So query means we're going to go search the ARM list database or the MLS database for another group of homes. So in the event that Park Promenade doesn't have any homes for sale, we want to give the user coming to your website something to look at versus a blank page or oops, there's no results here, and let them figure out what they should do. So we're going to do our best to give them something to look at moving forward if there's no results here. So basically the first query or lookup is subdivision Park Promenade in Chandler. If there's no homes, we're saying let's do a backup query or look in the database for homes that are going to be in the 85226 zip code, which is where Park Promenade is located. Okay, I could change this to city and say I just want to show all the homes in Chandler. Okay, that's another way to do it. I could change this to say I want to show all the homes in Buckeye or Philadelphia or something. I can change what I want it to do. The great thing is you now have total control over where you send people. You can also build in a way for them to go start another search. So you could put in a quick search for them, a link to the advanced search page if you wanted to do something like that. And in fact, I'll put that in so you guys can see what it looks like. So all of this is editable. If you're going to be doing something in another subdivision in another zip code, all you have to do is change things accordingly. This one's already set up for Parkside Meadows, which is a subdivision in Chandler. I'm going to change it to Park Promenade. And again, all of this verbiage from here to here is editable. You can do anything you want with it. So I just have we provided a starting point for you to have something to write or use as a guideline, but you may want to say something differently or say things differently. All of it's perfectly fine. I recommend you get in and play with it. You're going to make mistakes and fix them. You know, it's easy to fix. If you get stuck, all you have to do is send us an email at support@iFoundAgent. Send us a copy of this whole thing. Like if you get a result that's not working and you just can't figure it out, copy this whole thing, stick it in an email and say, hey, can you look at this and tell me why it's not working? And then we'll just fix it and send it back to you. That's how quickly we can help you. Now, if you send it to us at, 1 in the morning and you'll wait till the next, because I know somebody will, we'll get to it the next morning. Anyway, so Park Promenade 85226, I think I'm ready to go. So I'm going to publish this. Let's see what it looks like. So I'm going to publish this. I have to select a category. So this is a new website we just launched. So I'm actually going to add a new category real quickly. I'm just going to say latest listings. Actually, subdivision latest listings. Let's put it that way. And that's not what I wanted to do. Subdivision. Add category. Okay. So subdivision latest listings, that's where it's going to go. So for now, let's just publish this and see what we end up with. So from WordPress, as soon as you publish a post, it gives you a view post. I'm going to right click, open it up. And we have a result in the subdivision of Park Promenade, which is right here. Okay, you may ask me, hey, I want to drill down further. Like I want to show it closer. One of the ways that you can do this when you put in your short code, we have a way that we can drill in so that you can actually show closer in on the Google map. You can show closer in, zoom in, if you will, to where this property is inside the subdivision that it's in. I'm going to come back to that, but that's something we have available, which is a cool feature, and it only works when you have a single property result. Okay, so that's how we do the a subdivision listing. Very simple. Let's take out the map. So we have two ways of doing it. We can either go into here and we can delete it, or we can change this to say false. So let's update that. Take out the map. Okay, there's our map. It's gone. Okay, let's add the map. Change that to true, but let's get rid of paging and sorting, because from a user experience, this is a small subdivision in Chandler. There's 100 homes, 200 homes in it. Chances are I'm not going to have 40 homes for sale in this subdivision, so I don't really need paging. I probably don't need sorting. I'm only going to have a few results. So your market. You do the judgment call as to whether you need paging or not. Okay. So what I would do is I'm going to actually show the map, but I'm going to take out the paging, and I'm going to take out the sorting. And I'm actually going to see if I can talk. Let me look up one more thing.
How did you get the code? I know you went into plugins. Where did you go from there?
Which code are you talking about?
The original first code.
Down here where it says ProFound MLS,
Oh, okay.
there's an instruction sheet that has the code in there. Okay. And it's a good starting point. Okay. So I'm going to flip this around. So we're not going to show sorting. We're going to get back to, I was showing you guys the zoom. So one of the things you can set in here is your zoom level. So for now, you might prefer to show this closer on a single result in a subdivision. Okay. This would work for me, but you might want it closer. Okay. So one of the things that you can put in here is what's called a zoom level, map zoom, and if you go up, it drills you in closer. Okay. Right now, it's set for a particular level. I'm going to change it. So right now, on a single property, it's set for a zoom level of 15. And we're going to set it for 16, so you'll see the difference. So there's 15, and there's 16. So it takes it in closer. Okay, did you see that? Okay, so you really can get real specific about what you want to show. Yes. Map zoom 16. If you don't put anything in there with map zoom, it'll automatically do level 15. Which I think is a sufficient level, but you do have a way to control it if you want it closer. Okay? I mean, if we change this to 18, watch what happens. I mean, 18 is right there, but to me, that's a little too close for the visitor to really get their arms wrapped around what it's, where the property's at. So at one level,
Control it themselves, if they want, right?
Which is right here.
Okay.
Yep. Okay, but you want to give them a good starting point. I think 15 is a good one, but it's up to you to do it the way you want to do it. Okay. So that's what it looks like normally. To me, that's a good reference point for someone to see. Okay. Now, that's adding, or that's doing just a single simple property list for a subdivision. Okay. Let's say she actually wants to do two subdivisions. Let's say we want to do two subdivisions. Okay. So there's a neighboring subdivision to Park Promenade called Dawn. Okay, so I want to do another subdivision in this same area. So I'm going to put in the word Dawn after Promenade. I'm going to separate it by a comma. I'm going to put in the word Dawn, no spaces, and I'm going to hit update. Okay, so now I'm going to go change what it looks like. I'm going to go look at it again, and this should give me some extra results. Okay, so there was my prior result by itself, and now I'm showing houses in Dawn, which is right next door to Park Promenade. Okay, so you might want to be showing subdivisions in Ocotillo, for example, all in one. Okay, so so you would go the Lakes Ocotillo, this Ocotillo, that Ocotillo, and put them all listed in there. Okay, you could do the same thing for example, DC Ranch. You could put all those subdivisions listed in DC Ranch. You could do it for all of them, plug them in, and you could pull all the listings in by one. Okay, so that's one way where you can combine subdivision work that way. Okay, another way to do this is I want to show. So in Phoenix, we have cities in quotes around the area that aren't really cities, but we call them cities. Like Ahwatukee is a city, but it's not really a city. It's part of the Phoenix. It's part of Phoenix. Okay. Paradise Valley is another one. Although that one in Armless, I think, pulls up Paradise Valley. When you do a city in Paradise Valley, it pulls up city. But Levine, Ahwatukee, there's a variety of them that don't show. Maryvale, there's a variety of them that don't show anything else. Phoenix is the city. So I'm gonna do a search. I'm just gonna use this same page as our demo page to show what. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna go start a new blog post, and we're gonna do Ahwatukee as a blog post to show what that looks like. So let's add a new post. And we're going to say Ahwatukee, latest property listings for sale. And I'm going to drop in my code. Okay. Now here I'm going to change subdivision to zip code. And I know that it's 85044, comma 85048 and 85045. I think it's 4445 and 48, or it's either 45 or 49. We'll find out. And I'm going to change my list _39 to Phoenix. And everything else should be the same. And I'm not going to worry about changing. Actually, I know that there's always going to be homes in Ahwatukee for sale. Okay, so I actually, in this case, I can get rid of the backup query altogether. I don't even need it. So I'm going to take it out. So I'm going to delete it. And that's all I need for bigger categories. So if you have cities that you're working with, if you have zip codes that are popular zip codes and they're always going to have homes for sale. Another way to do this is school districts. You could do homes in a school district for sale. So there's a way to get school district information in here and do all the homes that are in that school district for sale. So Kyrene School District homes for sale.
So
Or latest.
zip code instead of zip code in, you do school district?
Well, there's some other code that you would have to get that we can give you that looks it's similar to this. So on this page, there's a list of different search requests that you can use. List _39 is city, 131 is subdivision, 43 zip, bedrooms, bath. This is for short sale. This is for price. And then we have a list of other ones that we can give you for doing school district. I have one guy, he's done all the school district in Tempe, Mesa, Chandler, Gilbert, like he's done them all. And he's done them by He's done them by elementary school. He's done them by middle school. He's done them by high school. He's done them by school district. He's done all of them. Now, why is he doing them all that way? He's doing them for search engine visibility because he knows that people are doing searches for homes near such and such elementary school. Why? Because the parents want to go to school there with their kids. So people are looking. Now, are the masses looking for houses there? No. But that's okay. He doesn't care. He wants the people who are actually looking to live there. He's got content on his website for it. He has a chance at competing for traffic there now. Okay? So that's why he's doing it. You can do 3-bedroom homes, Kyrene School District for sale. Okay? I got a kid. I don't need a 4-bedroom. I only need a 3-bedroom, right? So there's reasons why people are thinking and looking for the types of houses they're looking for. Homes with pools in Kyrene School District. Another thing you can. So there's lots of varieties that the short code will allow you to do, and all it is just mastering how to use it.
Hey, Dale, are you guys gonna upload the list on the instructions?
We're gonna get some type of a list put together. We're actually putting together the input sheet that you guys use with your MLS to match up with the codes that are in the database so that it'll be easy for you guys to follow. Okay. And then another place where we're going with this is it's all going to be graphic interfaced at some point. So you won't be doing short code. You'll just be doing point and click. You'll set up a search, save it, and then that'll be what you drop into your page, and you won't have to put the short code in. But for right now, this is the interim step we've got. Okay?
So you're saying you can add as many of those codes as you want?
Yes. Are you talking about in here? Yeah, you can add as many as you want. You just got to be careful that if you put in 15 different query requirements, you might get to where you show no results.
Okay,
Okay?
because you're too narrow.
Because you're too narrow.
Okay,
So you'd want to do 3-bedroom homes, 3-bedroom, 2-bath homes, that kind of thing. Okay? Homes with casitas, like you could do all kinds of searches like that.
so let me ask you, on this one, why did you change the true to false? Why was that again?
Well, I haven't fixed this one yet.
Oh, okay,
On the last one, I was doing Park Promenade, which I know is a small subdivision, and I don't need to be showing sorting or paging
oh,
with a couple of listings. It just gets in the way of the visibility of the page for the user.
okay, gotcha.
Okay? Because everything you do in your site is all about the visitor coming there. Does it make sense to see sorting when there's 3 homes there? Doesn't make sense.
Right.
25 listings, maybe, but not 3 or 1. Okay? Same with paging. You don't need it. So you have to use your brain a little bit about how
You have to know your subdivision.
you got to know your subdivisions. Yep. Okay? But knowing your subdivisions helps you write about them.
Right.
Okay? So the next thing, one of the things you could be doing is putting in additional content here about Ahwatukee. What is what kind of city is it? Where is it? Is it really whatever you want to say, you could put in this and then drop your listings in below what drop your listings in below the content that you wrote. Okay?
Put the content in first.
Then drop your listings in. Like you could do a write up about Ahwatukee. Okay?
And then put this code in after.
Yeah, and then at the bottom of that, drop in to see any Ahwatukee home for sale to set up a viewing, fill out the form below. And it gives the reader an additional contact point or call to action to get in touch with you. Okay? So let me fix this. I wasn't done fixing it. So I'm going to show the map. I am going to show paging, and I'm going to show sorting. And my sorting is going to be true. Okay, I'm going to add one more thing because I'm interested in, I think I put this in here. Yeah, I'm interested in sorting. I'm going to show you what it looks like to sort using highest to lowest or lowest to highest also. Okay, so I'm going to copy this default sort, and I'm going to come inside, and I'm just going to drop it in here. Default sort price highest to lowest. Okay, so this, I'm actually going to change this to say Ahwatukee property listings just for now. Okay, because this is going to be a page of property listings highest to lowest. Okay, mostly I recommend that you don't do a sort highest to lowest on a page. I recommend that you always put things in as latest listings. Now, you don't have to call it latest listings, but plug it in with latest listings. Why is that? Why do we want to plug in with latest listings? It gives you fresh content at the top of your page for the search engines to see. So every time a new listing comes on, that page gets new content. Okay? So new content on a page, the search engines come back, they see it, they know that you're updating your website. Okay? At least that's what they're thinking you're doing because you're putting in new content on that page. Okay? So I'm going to drop in so you see what it looks like. Default sort, price highest to lowest. If you don't put this clause in, the way the system's set up is it's already set up to drop in latest listings. Okay, so you don't actually have to specify highest to lowest. Okay, or latest listing, sorry. All right, so now I'm looking at zip code in 85044, 85048, 85045. I think this is 49, but we'll leave it like this for now. Um, and then list underscore 39 Phoenix. I probably don't need this one here because I know there's going to be houses in these zip codes for sale probably forever. Okay, but let's leave it here for now. I'm going to put it in as a city, homes by city. So I'm dropping this in as a homes by city, and I'm going to publish it. So Ahwatukee property listings for sale. Let's look at the post.